Hi, everybody. Well, somebody messaged me the other day, and I have had this question many times before. So, say you live in United States, and you happen to be traveling in Europe, and you are on the internet on your ship, and you're looking, and you see, hey, there's a sale going on for a cruise in the Caribbean leaving from the United States, and it has a really good deal on it. And you're saying, oh, okay. And then you get back home and you contact them and you say, hey, I saw this price. I really would like to jump on this cruise. And they give you a price. It's like 40% higher than what you saw when you were in Europe. That's because every country has their own pricing policy. And that's one of the reasons that I get a lot of people will message me and say, hey, I live in Europe, or I live in Australia, or I live in Sweden. Can you book a cruise for me? And I can't. It's because I can only book North American clients. One of the reasons is everything I book goes through Canada, United States. They have an agreement for taxes between the two countries. And so all the charges and all the taxation and everything goes through our country. If you book through something through Australia, they also get all those taxes get included in whatever you're buying. Same goes for every other country that's out there. So that's some of the reasons why you will see a price difference. Not only that, but a lot of the times it goes by the region you're living in, and sometimes you may be in a region where the cost of living is much higher, or the poverty level is, a lot of people are making much less money, and things get priced accordingly in that country. For instance, here's just a thing with streaming that's out there, for instance. If you're streaming here in Canada, United States, you're paying for, say, Disney Plus. Well, Disney Plus is, I think right now, people are paying like close to $18 a month now for Disney Plus. Well, if you were to sign up for Disney Plus in India, it's like $1.10 because of the economy of the area. They make more money, obviously, here in North America because we're a richer country, and that's how it's priced there. It's the same service, but you're getting much more higher costs here. Same kind of goes for booking travel. And I have seen people who will be on Europe, and they go to an American site and they see a price, and then they try and buy it in Europe, and it's much higher. Unfortunately, that's just the way things work. And that's one of the reasons that they have those restrictions out there, where a European can book a cruise in the United States, but they can't book a cruise for an American client. It really does hamper some people's businesses. I've had to unfortunately say I really appreciate people coming to me to book cruises and that, but I'm not allowed to book the cruise for you because where you live. Numerous people, especially my friends in Australia, my friends in Europe, that I get a lot of people who watch the channel about cruising from that area, and unfortunately, I can't. I just can't do it. So it's very frustrating as a travel agent, and I can imagine how frustrating it is for people out there trying to book. You see a price, you see a deal, and you can't get it. Not only that, there are also local deals that will sometimes get advertised. Like Florida residents often get a cheaper price on a cruise than somebody, say, coming from California sailing out of Florida. It's a local state. They offer rates for people who live in certain areas. And the computer, when you log in, your IP address tells them where you are. And that's what you will see when you log in. You'll often see advertised deals and specials in different states across the United States, different provinces across Canada that will have, various rates that you won't see unless you live in that area. I often, again, will have somebody call me, say from Texas, and say, I'm seeing this price, yet when I go on the website, even if I change it to American dollars as a travel agent, when I go to my travel agent website, I'm getting the standard price for all of North America. I don't get deals for specific states. Now, if they see one and they send it to me and it's the actual cabin, a lot of people get confused, right? You'll see starting from prices, but when you go in to actually book, that starting price has gone up hundreds and hundreds of dollars by the time you're done. Taxes get added, the location of the ship get added, cabin types get added, etc. Perks get added. Price goes way, way up. But if you can show me a finished product here, this is the cabin, this is what's included, taxes and everything, this is what I can get it for according to the advertisement. Then we can call the cruise line and say, hey, look, this person lives in this state, this is what they're seeing, I can quote them the exact prices that they ask, and they can find it on this big list that they have. They don't like to do that. They really get frustrated because the list is like a mile long, and they have to find individual sale numbers to match up. And sometimes I'm on the phone an hour and a half, 2 hours with the same representative over the same booking to save somebody $200. That's a lot of money to the person booking, but the person at the other end is spending an hour and a half to 2 hours with me, and they don't like it. But we'll do it. But it's very hard. It really is. And I get this question a lot. How come I see this price, but I can't get it? I have to book here, I have to book there. Well, it's the way they have travel laws set up because of the taxation, and they don't want, for instance, United States is obviously the biggest market in the world. And if they said, hey, if you want to, if you're an American, you can only book American. If they said, well, you can book with an European agent, you can book with an Australian agent, you can book with a Canadian agent. Well, if the economy is much different in those countries, well, the agents don't make as much, so the commission will be much lower. Like as far as percentage-wise, they can undercut the United States much easier, and so they have these laws in place to protect the economy and protect the industry in those countries. That's why everybody does it different. It's a little frustrating, but if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. You want to give your business to your own industry, your own country, your own population. Although it is frustrating. Oh man.